Good evening. Overnight, the city of Bakersfield declared a local emergency as Governor Gavin Newsom issued a stay-at-home order. 23 ABC's Tori Cooper spoke to the Bakersfield city manager today about what this means for residents and how they plan to further reduce community spread.
Overnight, California Governor Gavin Newsom issuing a statewide lockdown.
That requires of this moment that we direct a statewide order for people to stay at home.
Shortly after, the city of Bakersfield declared a local emergency, which would allow the city to get funding. But city manager Christian Clegg explained Friday that regardless of the executive order issued by the governor, not much is going to change in Bakersfield.
I think that this stay-home order from the governor doesn't really change in a large degree the activities that we've already been doing for several weeks to help make sure we do slow down the spread.
Newsom says even though the federal and city governments have the rights to enforce the order on residents, this is essentially a social contract, at least for now.
Enforcement comes in many shapes. You have a regulatory framework, you have licensing frameworks. I don't believe that the people of California need to be told through law enforcement.
But Clegg says the city is not prepared to enforce the governor's message to stay home anyway.
The city is not in a position to begin doing enforcement of the stay-home order.
Despite concerns for further community spread, the Bakersfield Police Department told 23 ABC News that as of now they will not be arresting non-essential business owners who are remaining open or people who are not practicing social distancing.
Our police will focus first on priority calls.
BPD also released this statement saying they will now be practicing social distancing, wearing gloves, and having residents meet them outside during priority calls. Clegg says Bakersfield is not under a shelter-in-place order as of now, but one of the purposes for declaring a local emergency in Bakersfield was to ensure the city could apply for funding reimbursement from the federal government.
There are $500 million in FEMA funds that are going to be available for reimbursement for those expenses incurred responding to the COVID-19 issue. And
we reached out to the governor's office about the executive order and the lack of enforcement, and they told 23 ABC News that as of now they are, quote, waiting for further guidance on this order from the governor's office.